Alright, this is a Jupyter notebook again. We're going to show you how to unpack a list. So unpacking a list is useful when you have n elements in a sequence that you want to unpack into a collection of n variables or identifiers. So n being here like 5 elements of a sequence into 5 variables. One example here would be you have a list of 4 elements in a list. So you have a person's name, we'll say John Smith. This person's age would be 30. The person's birth date, and it's December 31st, 1990. And then the person's phone number, we'll just use all 5. So 555-555-5555. And as you can see, right here as you run this, that returns your list. You have to have 4 variables if you want to identify each of the elements in the list. So for example, we're going to use name for the person's name, age for the person's age, birthday for the person's birthday, and then phone underscore number for the person's phone number. So I have a comment there to show you what those variables are: name, age, birth underscore date, and then phone underscore number. So you have there are at least 3 elements in the list. There are at least 4 elements in the list. Let's assign the list to a variable or identifier called data. So I'm going to just call it data, and then as you can see, we'll return it, and it gives you data. And data returns the list. If we want to unpack the list or the elements in a list, as long as the number of variables on the left side of the assignment operator, which is the equal sign, is equal to the number of elements in that list. Again, there are 4 elements in the data list. So on the left side, we're going to assign name to the first element, John Smith, age to the second element, which is 30. Birthday is a tuple, which is the year, month, and day. And then phone underscore number is going to be the string of the phone number. So in this case, the number of variables on the left side of the assignment operator, again the equal sign is equal to the number of variables, 4. So let's run this, have the assignment, and we're going to check. So now name equals John Smith, age is going to equal 30, birth date is going to be the tuple of the year, month, and day, and then the phone number is going to be the string of the dummy phone number. If the number of variables or identifiers on the left side of the assignment operator is not the same as the number of elements in the list, you'll get a value error saying that there are too many values to unpack. So you would see something like this: too many variables to unpack. They expected 2. So say you want to assign a variable or variables to a subset of elements in the list. You can use a technique for collecting data by using the underscore convention. The underscore is a dummy variable, and that is what's in line 11. So for example, if you just want the name and birthday, you can use the underscore just as a placeholder. So there was the name, the age, the birth date, and the phone number, and you just want the name and the birthday, you could just assign dummy variables or the underscore to the birthday. There you go, you get your name and your birth date. There is no error, and the name and the birthday return correct values. And what you could see here is that this underscore takes the last variable that it was assigned. Actually, let's see why that happened. That was an error because we need to reassign, because we ran this before there was a reassignment. So I need to reassign it, and then let's try again. There you go. Now you have the correct value. So before this, we should actually have reassigned data. There we go. Excellent. So we're right here. If you want just the first element in the name, you just want the first element in the name in this case, you could use the star expression. So name, comma, the star is just going to be, the star in front of other data is just going to be a collection of all that other data. So you get the name, John Smith, and the other data is just going to be the rest of the elements in that data list. Opposite or similarly, but just you want to get the last element. So in this case it's the phone number. You could just switch the star other data in front of the phone number. So you get data, and then you get phone number, and the other data is just a list of the other data that you didn't collect. Kind of a catch-all. And then also similar vein, say you just want the first and the last item, you can use that star operator to collect everything in the center. So we got name and phone number, and then the other data is just everything between that. So that's the age and the birth date. You can also further unpack the birth date. So if you remember, the birth date was a tuple, right? Well, we can unpack that even further into the year, month, date. So you get year, month, and day. Unpacking is very handy if you just want to pull out certain elements inside of a list. You have to know the list ahead of time or some sort of structure of the list, but this could be helpful in processing some data. So good luck in your use of it. Thank you.